Sacramento jury has awarded more than $32 million to the family of two brothers killed by a police detective in a wrongful death lawsuit. Tonight, while the verdict brings legal closure, the victim's mother says it falls far short of true justice. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias joins us in studio after speaking with the family and their attorney. Roxanne.
Laura, I first met this family a few years ago during the trial in this case, and today the victim's mother broke down in tears on the phone with me, telling me she's ready for this chapter to finally be over. While she says this settlement allows her sons to now rest in peace, she says this will never feel like justice. In early December 2022, brothers Juan Carlos Rodriguez and Lionel Rodriguez, both fathers in their 30s, were hit and killed by a Sacramento police detective on Interstate 5. Detective Jonathan Nagel later pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of vehicular manslaughter. For nearly 4 years, their families have been living with that loss, navigating lawsuits and a long, difficult legal battle.
Well, it's been extremely difficult for the family, but it's good to finally have some closure from the legal process. It's been a long journey for them.
John Demas with the Demas Law Group represents Juan Carlos' estate. On Monday, he announced a Sacramento jury unanimously awarded a $32.1 million settlement for the wrongful death lawsuit filed on behalf of his 2 children against the city of Sacramento.
They were 6 and 10 years old. He was a union plumber, a great worker, a great man, and really just a fantastic father to 2 young children.
We reached out to the brothers' family, but they were too emotional to speak on camera. Their mother, Virginia Carranza, did share her thoughts with us over the phone. She says while she's grateful for the settlement, she does not believe justice was served. We first spoke with Carranza back in November 2023 after Detective Jonathan Nagel pleaded not guilty in court. She told us she doesn't believe there was any real punishment, pointing out the detective was not fired from the department. And she says if the roles were reversed and her sons had killed a police officer, they would likely be facing life in prison. Still, Demas says the verdict represents a form of justice because a jury heard the case and held both the city and the detective accountable.
Obviously, no verdict is ever going to bring back Carlos Rodriguez, but there's definitely a sense of vindication and closure that a jury saw the evidence, saw the relationship between the father and his children.
We reached out to the city of Sacramento for a statement, but we are waiting to hear back from them. Demas says this is the largest verdict against the city and that it should serve as an example.
I think it sets the bar and the example for all negligent drivers, not just police officers. And when you break the rules of the road, you need to be held accountable.
Demas says because Juan Carlos's children are minors, the money will be placed in a trust and paid out over an amount of time. The Sacramento Police Department confirmed Detective Nagel is still employed, but referred us all other questions to the city of Sacramento. We are still waiting to hear back from the city right now. Laura.
All right, Roxanne, keep us posted as you learn more. Thank you. Now.